Okay, everybody, I'm Killzomzone, and today I want to talk about an embarrassing moment. So when I was younger, I want to say maybe 12-ish, around that age, maybe 12 or 13, around that age, I used to live in an apartment complex. And this apartment complex was about two floors tall, 2 floors tall, and we were always on the second floor, because that's where we lived. And so when it came to this, obviously when you live in an apartment, you have to walk your pets, because you don't want your dog shitting on your carpet. So, when it came to it, my stepdad would sometimes walk the dog, I would sometimes walk the dog, my mom would sometimes walk the dog, my sister never walked the dog. True story. Either way, so basically what happened was that when it comes to the 2 stories, this is how it is. So we have a whole row, okay? Whole row of 2-story buildings, right? It's just consistent. Over here, which, keep in mind, I'm living right here. Over here is a good patch of, forest. So, literally the forest was right next to our apartment. So we would just walk our dog close to there. And we would, let her do her business or whatever. Now, before I continue, I just want to say, when it comes to my dog is an interesting one. She does not like other dogs. She does not like any other kind of animals. It takes a long-ass time for her to warm up to something. If it's a brand new thing, you might as well just kill the thing, because my dog will do it for you. Not fun. Either way, so we started walking the dog, and however, as we're walking, I'm walking it with, I'm walking the leash, and she has the full body harness thing, to keep her in place. She has the leash and all that. She's all good. And I'm holding it for some reason with one hand, because, I'm a 12, 13-year-old boy, and for some reason I have the strength to hold back a big-ass dog. No, I didn't. So as I'm holding the leash with one hand, my mom tells me, hey, you should hold it with 2 hands. And I'm just thinking, oh, I'm too cool to hold this thing with 2 hands. Cool motherfuckers hold it with a 1 hand. I'm good. I didn't say that, of course, but you get my point. I didn't see that there was a squirrel inside of the forest. My dog was staring this motherfucker down. And then it clicked in me that something was up, because my dog started growling. And my dog only growls when she sees something. So, yeah. The squirrel got scared. And for some stupid reason, the squirrel runs out of the forest and runs past us. He doesn't go deeper into the forest because, like a smart squirrel would do. I don't know why I'm calling the squirrel stupid or dumb or smart. I don't get it. Either way, unlike a smart squirrel, if there is any out there, he doesn't go back into the forest deeper and deeper. He passes through us. That's what the motherfucker decides to do. So my dog was so fucking fast, I didn't even have time to react. My dog just jumps around like a full 180 and supersonic speed. Holy fuck! I was so caught off guard. When she did that, the leash tied around my hand and got stuck. Like I did like a little knot thing. I don't know how to explain it. It was just weird. And so when she did it, I was pulled back like this, and my hand was the thing that was, keeping me getting dragged. And I was like, ah! And for some reason, I'm thinking, it's going to be better if I flip over onto my stomach, because maybe I can, put my feet into the ground and stop her. I'm such a fucking dumbass. I did that. I flipped my body over. I don't even know how. I think I used the leash to my advantage. And I flipped my body over as she's dragging me. My whole being, it took my whole being to not cry my eyes out at that moment. Because just as I'm flipping myself over, I see the sidewalk. I see the fucking sidewalk, because it's a whole bunch of grass. But then there's a little sidewalk that takes you to the driveway and all that shit, to the parking area. So my whole stomach and chest just hit that concrete as she's dragging me over it, and then I'm screaming like, ah! I'm just screaming, and I'm trying to stop her, and I'm digging my hands into the fucking dirt, and I'm scraping up all over I got so much dirt all over my fucking face from doing the whole pushing thing, and I'm super fucking weak, so it didn't work. And my mom is chasing me, and you can hear her going hey, not doing shit. I'm dying over here, and this woman wants to just stay back and just be like, she's just laughing her ass off. She, instead of getting me, runs upstairs, gets my stepfather, and then they come down. In that time, I was finally able to get a good grip in the ground, and it just so happened that the squirrel went underneath a car. Thank God. So I was able to, keep my ground, and I couldn't even get up. I was scraped up. I had, sticky birds, I had some burns from, getting dragged on the ground. I had some scrapes from the fucking concrete. And then when my stepdad appeared, my mom ended up taking the leash, and I'm just I had the leash up in the air, and I'm just like this. So my mom takes the leash, and I drop my hand to the ground, and I just could not get up for the life of me. So my stepdad had to end up carrying me all the way upstairs. And I just stayed in my bed for the rest of the day. I could not get up. And it's funny, because that's not the first time that my dog has done something like that. Well, it is the first time, I mean. It's not the last time, I mean. What happened by that, I mean, is that eventually we moved into this house about a year or two later. And when we moved into this house, for some reason, when we first moved in, my stepdad and mom were getting used to knowing the people and whatever, and we were here for maybe about a month or two. And so basically what happened was that they were getting to know people and whatever, and I was inside because my friend at the time ended up going inside his house, and we just called it a day. Whatever. And so I just started, hanging out and playing video games, PS2 and shit. And apparently, my sister was holding the dog because there's a downhill slope in my neighborhood. So everyone was racing down that downhill slope to see who was the fastest. It was adults and there was kids, they were doing that whole deal. So apparently, my sister was holding Princess, again, with the one hand. You can see where this is going. So my dog, as she sees the people running, she chases after them, and my sister got dragged all over the fucking concrete. It was bad. My sister was crying her eyes out. I'm just saying, shit, at this age, at this fucking age, it would take a lot for me to, not cry for getting dragged for about a solid minute on straight concrete. You have no way getting up? Because at least me, I had grass to, get my grip and push myself up at least a tiny bit. Her, she would fucking mess her hands up if she tries some shit like that. So yeah, my dog is, strong as fuck. That's why we don't fuck with that. That's why we started walking her with two hands. Yeah, we learned our lessons, alright. We learned our fucking lessons. So with that, guys, we're bringing this wonderful video to a close. Don't forget to like this video if you did. Don't forget to share this wonderful video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to Killzone Zone. Oh, fuck me. Don't forget to subscribe to Unlockable Stories for more vlog type shit like this. And yeah, oh my god, I'm so bad. I've done that so much. That guys, bring this wonderful video to a close. I'm Killzone Zone, and I'm out for now. Peace.